I'm doing it for my daughter.
Zondo with the 15. Should IT be the career move? I work for FedGov in an unrelated role. Make barely enough to survive, but I have good benefits, I guess. Don't love IT, but I need to do something. Any advice?
You make barely enough to survive?
But he has good benefits.
But you're asking if that's the move? I don't think I don't think that's the move, man. I don't think that's the move. I don't know much about IT. I know one other guy that went into IT and it sucked. But I don't know anything about IT. I know that none of my computers ever work, and I literally can't call someone to pay them to fix them. And that when Cox sends a technician, he's a fucking bumbling, silly, old guy that probably was in the Navy. These guys are all the same. Like they were in the Navy. They worked on a radar dish, and now they have like total mastery of every piece of electronics. And but ask him to fix your thing. He's telling me, oh, you got an XRQ file on the Z1. Yeah, it's not going to work because you have a 2BJ1X and the DHS, and it's not coalescing right. It's because the modem is trying to communicate with the XRM1Z. And can you is it possible to fix it today? Could you? Is there a way to fix it? Could you do like this? The information that you're giving me, overloading me with, can you apply that somehow? No, it's not possible because I'm 60 years old. I was in the Navy and I can fix a microwave with my screwdriver. Idiot.
But he works on sonar. He can basically do anything now.
Yeah, he could build a space station, go to outer space. I thought you said for a second there. I thought you were going to take a piss in Minecraft. Chris, our door's open and there's a creeper outside.
Ricky with the 15 says, I've got 4 cars in my driveway and the family minivan is the only one working. How do you deal with the dread and disgust when you look at them? I won't sell till they're fixed or totally broken.
I have all my shit in a separate building that I just don't go look at, and they're just sitting there. Yeah. Thankfully. But I think about it every day and it makes me hate. Makes me filled with hate. You know how like liberals will be like, it's a sad thing. It's just filled with hate. The world is the one thing that's making the world terrible right now is hate. All those types of sentiments,
yeah,
which are not real sentiments. That's just like an old lady just being like, I'm scared. But that is the way I feel about my car collection. Is that I'm filled with toxic hate that is making the world suffering more, and it's making me hate, and it's turning me bitter, and it's like every yeah. So there you go. There's your answer to that. I'll probably just the building. I'll probably just take some tannerite in the building, and it'll be my quick fix. We need a village.
Sam, you need a stone axe.
I got stone pickaxes. I use it old school though.
I can hook you up with the right shit.
What do you do with the village? Oh, you know how to play this game, Chris?
Yeah,
all right.
Wait, you trying to get to a village so you can get a trader?
So I can move these pigs over.
Okay.
And hopefully pigs. Carrots, right? Georgia?
So Chris's plan is to get carrots at a village so he can start a pig farm.
Well, we need sheep too. The sheep you get with hay, right?
Tim Smith with the 20. Adult Swim said they will be replacing Justin Roiland as Rick and Morty. You should totally audition. If you got it, that would be such a perfect justice.
That'd be cool.
Morty.
You should have Jet audition.
I'm going to go out and try to find a village, I guess.
Do the dogs attack you if you don't attack them first?
Correct. They're passive.
Ah.
They're semi-passive, or whatever you want to call them.
I'll call it semi-passive.
Umlau with the 15. Sam, you are a legendary ideas man. Give us an idea off the cuff, and please make it profitable.
Hitting Paul Pelosi in the head with that was one of my best ideas yet.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Smoke Break with the 20 says, as a former content creator for Adult Swim, any thoughts on Dan Harmon being exiled from the network and the possibility of the network losing its cash cow?
Which one's Dan Harmon?
I don't remember.
Dan
Harmon.
I mean, I think they're without being saying funny insults. I think Adult Swim has kind of lost the plot. When we were there, there was an executive who was like a young black guy. It was not bad. He had like a good, semi-decent. He has a semi-decent sense of humor. Everybody that we knew there is like gone. And when we were there, they were kind of like, I think they were trying to gear their stuff more towards black people.
Yeah.
Like black Jesus and stuff. I guess that was like the play.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like god awful. It wasn't like fucking like the Steven Universe, that type of shit. But now I think the people there now are like these fragile. It's like a weird kind of corporate, like a Lord of the Flies environment that's being run by corporate weirdos and like fragile people, making like pastel fruitcake shows.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the programming looks bad. It looks like a network on its way out. Like it looks like a dead, very bad thing. That could be probably revitalized if they had one good show. If they just had like one, go back in time, make it so that the Rick and Morty guy didn't lay a bitch out with his fists. That would be good. That would be helpful if they had a time machine and could undo the ruining of their cash cow. But then they need like an edgy show, and not necessarily our show, but they need a show that's like spicy. And it doesn't need to be like a racially spicy thing, but they need something crazy.
Brandon Buckingham, welcome to the chat.
Hey.
What's up, Brandon?
Hey man,
Salutes to you.
what
man.
are you doing? Safeguard. No one will know who you are or your real location. Yeah, right. Connect up to 7 devices. Doesn't Amazon Alexa straight up? I don't want to get into it. They have a money back guarantee, so if you get busted for a cyber attack, they'll give you the $219 a month back.
Yeah.
This is the one-click solution for all your privacy needs. I like when people. I have a mail filter for Proton Mail that just deletes anyone that emails 𝐷𝐞𝐜 pleasure from Proton Mail just gets deleted.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking always some psychotic ass message.
Yeah.
I know it. I know if someone's emailing me from a Proton Mail account, they've got an idea to fucking start a right-wing Twitter competitor.
Yeah.
And they need my help. These little motherfuckers, man. What was the one? There was one like cryptocurrency powered social network where the guy emailed me saying something like get on Lush, bitch. Like opening email to a stranger that he's trying to get on his website, calling me a bitch, which is always funny. These people who have they've never been on a U.S. Marine paratrooper helicopter, but they've seen a movie, so they think that that's like the way that like a sports team talk, like a guy that's on his computer all fucking day. He saw one movie where there was a sports team in a locker room, so he's like, "Hey, what's up, bitch? I'm a Chad. What's going on, man? Hey,
Silly Billy."
That fucking kid. There's this fucking little silly Billy. He's been messaging Harley too, and I was like, Harley, we gotta make a documentary about this guy.
Yeah.
We absolutely gotta make this guy into a star. Here's the issue with this. It's people who they see the Sam Hyde memes and they're like, "Oh, Sam Hyde's the GOAT he's the shooter of Kiev. I bet I'll have to impress him. I'll tell him that I'm a hacker for the NSA."
The shooter of Kiev.
These tech fantasies. That's what kills me. It's the fucking tech fantasies
Yeah.
Where they're like, "Hey, Sam, I've got some crazy information about the
Brazilian.
and red pilling, but you have to get download Telegram." I've been told to download Telegram or Signal probably 150 times. Probably 150 fucking times for nothing. And the most anyone's ever like, and it's because they want to give me like info. Like, you could make, I don't know what to do with this info. They're chasing me, but you should do a video about, because I have insider info. John McAfee's crazy. That's the type of shit that I got. They make me download Signal to get. You got to download Signal right away. I have some serious piece of information, Illuminati level stuff, man. Download Signal. I did it one time years ago to see what this kid was about. Yeah. Well, I have insider news that John McAfee's crazy. Don't tell anyone I told you this. Don't tell anyone you got this from me. Bro. But there's this one kid who's his like fantasy world is so deep that he buys. You can like pay to have a press release made. Like you could pay to have a Chris Lynch press release made. And there would be a website, like an official looking website that looks like a news type website. There would be no clicks or interaction with it, but it would be like, Chris Lynch is now the hottest entrepreneur of 2077. Like, this kid he's a bunch of shit like that made for himself to make him seem like and it fooled me too. Like, I had to figure out, like, does this guy actually have money? Like, who is this fucking guy? And he sends Harley like pictures of like, he'll send Harley a picture straight up of like a pussy and be like, "What's up, dude? Just ate this for 6 hours on an Adderall, dude." We got him. I'm trying to convince Harley to make a documentary about him with me, and then the ending of it would be I would teach him how to box, and I would just punch him in the face as hard as fucking possible with no gloves on or anything. Okay, man, here we go. All right, put your hands up. Come on, let's go, man.
I'm gonna get one more piece of white wool to fucking.
You need one more piece of white wool?
Yeah.
And then 2, does your OBS stats say you have frames missed and skipped from rendering or encoding lag? Add me on Telegram at Computer Science Tad.
Yeah. All right, where's the stats at here? Is that the dashboard? Fucking dick board?
Can you open the dick board?
We'll get, I guess we gotta fucking download, you gotta download Telegram. I'm not doing that. But yeah, we gotta contact that dude. We just gotta upgrade to Streamlabs Ultra for $19 a month.
We got Jay with the 20. When are we gonna get Sam Hyde as a guest on the Peter Schiff Show? I'm sure as hell he can hook you up with his VPN sponsor contact.
I want to get on Peter's Schiff. That'd be awesome. I'd be like, "Hey man, gold's not money. I've never bought anything with gold." Just saying.
He would just spiral. He spirals so easily. There was like a week when he was getting bullied really bad on Twitter. It was super funny.
He's a funny guy. But I like when people have their buttons are so clearly labeled for you to push them. Mm-hmm. I have this fantasy about what I would do if I was ever got on Joe Rogan. Yeah. And it would all be martial arts stuff, like fucking with him on martial arts stuff. Like, I'd be like, yeah, Joe, I know Colby Stevenson. He's the hot young stud wrestler. Okay, listen, these guys in China, in Shanghai, they train at the top of fucking mountaintops for 30 years. All right, the reason why they don't do MMA is because they would literally kill that guy. Like, if these Shaolin monks, if an actual legit Shaolin monk came down from the mountains to fight, he's been punching rocks for 30 years. He would kick this dude's ass, Joe. You're telling me you think wrestling a wrestler could stand a chance against a Shaolin monk? What are you, crazy? Yeah, well, MMA is cool. I used to do MMA back in the day, and then I got into pen-cax-a-lot. Ever hear of that? Pen-cax-a-lot, Cali knife fighting, Cali Eskrima knife fighting, stick fighting. Legit, like real martial arts. I do real martial arts, yeah. Yeah, weed's pretty good. The weed that I get though, Joe, is like, it's crazy, way stronger than anything you've ever had. Like my weed, Joe, my weed would put you on your ass, dude. You'd be like, okay? That's the type of weed that I get. You've never had this before. Yeah, I do. I used to do sensory deprivation tanks, but then and all that meditation stuff, all that stuff you do, but then I just got good. I realized I didn't need it. I went to a level above where it's like I'm in a sensory deprivation tank all day right now. I don't even need to be in a tank, Joe. Yeah, I exclusively bow hunt for my food. I don't do anything. I don't eat anything else. I know you probably have a guy that gets groceries for you. I exclusively bow hunt. That's not a lie. That's what I would say to Joe. We got more people?
Yeah, we got some chats. I was just doing a Telegram deep dive, and of course I can't find the guy. Graham T with the 20. Hey Sam, I just got a biology degree, but probably need more education. My dad does McDonald's franchising and is very rich. Should I say F it and do other real estate stuff with him, or keep doing my biology stuff? McDonald's or college?
Dude, what do you think? Literally, what do you think, man? Oh, I don't want to come home smelling like McDonald's like my dad. I'll go to college. That's what I said when I was a kid. But no, you should do the family business that makes a ton of money that your dad will bring you into. You should do that. It's because life is really hard. Like finding a way in life is really hard. If the generation before you has something ready-made that they will share with you that is successful, that is the ultimate. That is the best thing ever. You can always go do, you can do biology on the weekends. Just go out there, find a carcass, find some roadkill or a homeless guy. You can do it in the McDonald's parking lot if you want to do biology that bad. But yeah. You can do game design. You can take your biology and do some game design with it. You do James design. But bro, if you have a guy in your life that's family, who's making money, who will share with you the secret, go do that. Oh my God. I see Chris kept my torch configuration outside the front door here. People love Minecraft. People just love crafting. And we're about to do it.